Everybody talking about it, so let's talk about it. Kerrion Franklin and his Instagram conversation. But before we get into that, I'm going to give y'all my disclaimer. This is commentary to me. Commentary only. Nothing more or nothing less. I don't know these people. Okay? Now, with that being said, Kerrion had a conversation on Instagram with some guy. A lot of people are saying he didn't confirm or deny the allegations. I beg to differ. He definitely confirmed the allegations, in my opinion. He was talking in codes, but he definitely confirmed the allegation. He was being indirect because he's holding on to the allegations as leverage over his parents. That's what I got out of it, okay? The conversation was all over the place, but he definitely confirmed the allegation. No one wants to believe that his father is capable of something like that, but it is what it is. When Kerrion referred to CJ as Judas, and he also mentioned Peter, that spoke volumes, people.
Everything I said in them posts, y'all better go through it with a fine-tooth comb. I am learning from all of these experiences right now. And I'm like, wow, like they really trying to come for me knowing my daddy don't rock with me. And it's like, wow. Like people, the fake love and the fake stuff I'm seeing, like the fake leaks I'm seeing, I'm just like, wow, like you don't know me and you're lying. Like what? Like the way people are trying to lower my name, but then also act like they care. And I'm talking about my family. I'm not talking about none of these other people who just like want to chime in and like make comments. That's sad to see. Especially if you ain't came to holler at me for real. Like, don't act like you know me for real. Like, everybody karma is gonna be their own. So I'm not commenting on nobody. I don't care about the Tashas and the Judases, or I don't know what his name is, but you said that dude who did that interview, his name was Judas, right?
Oh, I don't know his real name. It's about the Pascal show.
Yeah, Judas, or was it Peter? Was it Peter or Judas?
Oh, it's about in the Bible.
No, I'm talking about that. It don't matter. Next question.
No, I don't know. You talking about the CJ guy?
I thought you said Judas.
No, his name is CJ Trajune Williams. CJ Williams.
That's too many names. That's too many names. I want you to call him Judas. That's too many names.
That's the guy that released the recording.
I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about that. And, can't nobody play me. Can't nobody play me.
So you have a son?
What?
You said something about my son. You talking prophetically in the future, or you presently have a son?
Larry, you my son. All y'all my son. Everybody in this room my son.
Oh, okay.
I'm daddy now. I'm daddy.
I told you, just like your daddy, he make us all. He our nephew, our uncle, our boy.
I'm not sad enough. I've already dealt with that sadness. So regardless of what I said yesterday, regardless of what I say tomorrow, I'm an artist. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about truth. I don't care about lies. I don't care about illusions. I don't care about opinions. All I care about is like presenting the dopest, most authentic vibration while I'm living. That's all I'm gonna do. You ain't gonna never look at nothing I post and be like, that was fake. It might be wrong, but it ain't fake.
I got you.
You might not think it's right, but I live righteously because God keep blessing me, and I'm good. So when the tourists tell you they done, it's time to really go back and think about how many times you screwed up. It's time to really think.
No, that's the truth. Now, God,
really,
I know that's the truth.
I'm the first one to be like, oh, why you ain't called in, dude? I'm the first one, but when I'm done, you don't exist no more.
I hear you, but I still think you love your family and you want the love of your family.
And guess what? My grandmama told me I can love all of y'all with a long wooden spoon, baby.
I got that.
Because guess what? Everyone, watch this. Here's what God is speaking through me, Larry. Everyone is still not respecting God with how they're acting in the media, because if God is a God of order, like the Bible says, then it doesn't matter what the parents say. It matters what the true matriarch says, and that's the grandmothers or the great-grandmother. But I never met my great-grandmother, so I never got to meet my grandfather either. You know what I'm saying? He died, and I wasn't even allowed to meet him before he died. That's messed up.
Why weren't you?
Because of whatever shame and guilt is still lingering over in that household.
Oh, because of you being born.
It don't matter. Whatever happened since 2006 to where I couldn't be.
A lot of y'all didn't catch that and or comprehend, or maybe just missed it. According to the Bible, Judas betrayed Jesus by revealing his identity to a crowd of people who came to arrest him. In my opinion, or at least what I interpreted from that part of the conversation, that was Kerrion saying CJ betrayed him by revealing who he was in that audio and telling his secret when he leaked it. Kerrion also mentioned Peter. According to the Bible, Peter denied Jesus. Why? Because he was afraid and didn't want to die because of his relationship with Jesus. Peter was unwilling to die for what he believed in my opinion, what I interpreted from that part of the conversation. That was Kerrion describing how he feels about his father, about his relationship in secret with his father. When I was watching that video, I got the impression that Kerrion is a deep thinker. He overthinks and he's talking in code all at the same time. His mother, in my opinion, knows exactly what's going on. Okay? She's trying to protect herself from embarrassment, and she's trying to protect Kirk Franklin's career and reputation. That lady ain't right. During her interview, she stated that we the people shouldn't counsel a person without proper protocol. Making a complaint, filing a police report, and giving the way for an investigation. The lady also stated that Kerrion felt at one point his father was trying to kill him. She said she told him she don't care who it is. If anybody is trying to hurt you, we can go file a police report.
Kerrion felt at one point that his father was trying to kill him, and when I got wind of it and we talked about it. I said, Kerrion, I don't care who it is. If anybody's trying to hurt you, then, we can go file a police report. We will deal with it. I'm not saying my son is not hurting from us being teenage parents. I'm not saying my son doesn't have a testimony, but what I am saying is you were not abandoned. No one abdicated their responsibility towards you. You are loved. You are loved, Kerrion Franklin. And I'll look in the camera and say that you are loved. We support you then. We support you now. We support you tomorrow. But there's a way to deal with it. And all we've tried to do as parents is work through the issue, get our son to a point of being a productive citizen in society, as well as having a good life. So, but things kind of didn't go that way. And that's okay, because families go through things. But we don't get to use a part of an audio and not understand the true history of counseling, therapy, godly counsel, holding Kerrion responsible, holding Kirk responsible, holding myself responsible, because I want to deal with what my son needs to deal with. And unfortunately, we're now having to do it here.
And just some background about you, because you have experience in helping people who have had trauma with your work in the Women's Center. And you and I have just talked several times about the Me Too movement, just in our own personal conversations.
Absolutely.
And I know you feel passionately about just if there is an allegation or if there is something that has happened, just to go about it the right way.
Right. We're not saying that a victim, and sometimes it takes years for a victim to come forward to be able to have the strength and the courage to tell their story. What I am saying is it's not fair to cancel somebody out before you have formally filed a complaint, made a police report, and given the way for investigation. We are quick, especially for Black men, to cancel them out. And if this happens to one Black man, that means it could happen to my son in the future. That means it could happen to his father. That means it could happen to the next man of God, woman of God, the next parent, the next boy or girl. So it's a danger when we take that into consideration, where someone could just come forth and say something without a protocol in order to deal with it. And we have a protocol. Sometimes people do wait too late to make a report past the statute of limitations. But we're not saying that you can't tell your testimony, but you shouldn't just run to social media first to cancel somebody out or to expose someone. And then if you are going to do that, make sure you expose yourself first. Deal with yourself first. So I worked at the Women's Center in Tarrant County for 6 years. And I worked in rape crisis and victim services. And that's when I really became educated on sexual assault, date rape, domestic violence, child sexual abuse. And then I went on and I worked for Volunteers of America. I worked at the Halfway House Reentry. I worked with all kinds of individuals with backgrounds, all types of gang members, bank robbers, arsonists, you name it. I've worked in the real deal, and then working there trying to protect my son.
Now, the problem with that, to me, is he was very clear about who, okay? But she tried to clean it up by saying he is loved and has not been abandoned by her or his father. If you're saying your child is loved and was well taken care of during his childhood and has not been abandoned, and in the same breath, he has a testimony, baby girl, that don't add up. If a child was loved, well taken care of, and has not been abandoned or rejected, why would he have a testimony, lady? Why is Kerrion saying that he has been traumatized? Child, it's a mess. But at the end of the day, him and his parents, in my opinion, aren't being 100% honest and straightforward. It doesn't matter who or how the video got leaked. He said what he said when his father's song was being played. No matter what Kirk Franklin's fans and or the hypocrites come up with, Kerrion said what he said in that video / audio. And at the time, unbeknownst to him, he was being recorded. Why would he say that if there's no truth to it? And remind you, before he said what he said, when that song was being played, CJ is stating that they had previous conversations about that situation. Kerrion did not name his father, but he said it happened at the hands of a preacher. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, a lot of this stuff don't add up. If the mother and father are saying that Kerrion has been in therapy 20 years, and then in the same breath, both of them are saying that they have went long periods of time without even speaking to Kerrion, sometimes a year or two. And Kerrion is also saying that he goes long periods of time without talking to his mother or father. So how the hell are y'all in therapy 20 years?
I'm gonna just let this be known right now. I'm in no rush to tell the media lies. So I'm getting hundreds and hundreds of emails, phone calls, texts, comments, everything right now. I'm flooded. So I don't know who's on a timetable, but truth is truth. And what I'm about to see tomorrow, none of it's true. It's all good though, because I'm gonna tell my story and I'm gonna move on and get back to my creativity and my career. So you have a beautiful night, and wow, I'm about to speak up. It's time. It's time.